The easiest method to memorizing chords is using grips. So let's say you want to start out and learn a simple chord progression like this one. To use grips, we want to look at the shape of our hand, especially the right hand. Let's say the progression starts on the C. So we have a C in the left hand, and we also want to look at the C in the right hand. It's this key right here. So to use our first grip, we're going to be using our fingers 1, 3, and 5 like this. Now, this is what I call the second inversion grip. Now, again, this is where the theory comes into play. Just accept this name for now. It's called the second inversion grip. Now, you can see here in the right hand, the note C is in the middle and we're using our fingers 1, 3, and 5. Notice one more thing, that there's one white key here, which doesn't have a finger on it. Now, this is the second inversion grip. And this shape of your hand can be shifted around on pretty much any key. So to play our first chord, just think C in the left hand and C in the right hand, which is in the middle of our second inversion grip. Okay, now let's get to the next chord. The next chord in the progression is a G. And this is the so-called root grip. The root grip is a bit more simple actually, because now you can see the G, which we play in the left hand, is the very bottom note in the right hand. And also you can find that each finger of yours sits on a white key next to each other. So there are no spaces in between. So this root grip on the G, and before that we have the second inversion grip C, and then we move to the root grip G. Now what comes next is an A chord with the second inversion grip in the right hand. So try to figure this out for yourself. We have the A in the left hand, which means we're going to play the A up here, and it's going to be in the middle of our second inversion grip. Again, remember this little space here between the thumb and index finger in the second inversion grip, and we're using the fingers 1, 3, and 5 like this. And now for our last chord, we're going to play an F with our root grip in the right hand, which is going to sound like this. Okay, so you've learned so far 2 different grips, how to find them in the right hand, and how to put them together. So let's play them in sequence one more time slowly, again starting on the second inversion grip on the C. Now root grip on the G. Second inversion grip again over A. And our root grip over F. Okay, notice how the left hand always plays this one note in the bass. And then we have our grips here, second and root, and again, second and root. And also notice how we haven't used any actual chord names yet. So we didn't even go into major, minor. That's all stuff you really don't have to be able to know off the top of your head in the beginning when you just want to start playing the piano. And by the way, my piano course, Chord Mastery, really goes into these principles in depth. And it's, in my opinion, the fastest and most intuitive way to learn and master chord progressions like this in just 30 days. So if you want to try it out, just click the link in the video description or in the pinned comment. So one more time, here's the chord progression played for you. And then one thing we can do to spice it up a bit, we can add a simple pattern like playing the chord in the right hand 2 times. And already this sounds just really beautiful. And we've done this using minimal theory and just trying to be as intuitive as possible. Thank you guys for following along. Again, check out the links in the description or in the pinned comment to try my course Chord Mastery and master chord progressions like this one in just 30 days. And I'll see you guys again in the next lesson.